does this connect? How does that connect? Like we're looking at it from that perspective as if he is the center, not just an add-on. We're spiritual beings having a bodily experience, not human beings having a spiritual experience. Can I tell you what you've told me before?
I don't want to hear it. Because I don't remember what I said.
Your value was in what you could do, not in who you were. And so when you didn't do something, you felt like you weren't valuable. So it was like, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Holden House. I am Noah.
Tierra.
I will say, and I am.
And I am Tierra.
Noah, Tierra, like you introducing yourself to me.
No, Tierra.
Now you're Italian. Is that what that was?
I believe so. I don't know. I was just making it sound. I was trying to combine it.
It sounded very Italian.
Well, there you go. You unlocked something in your wife's, and I'm married. You unlocked something.
Nah, it's that haircut. That's what that is. You feeling spicy with that haircut.
I did like my haircut, y'all. Oh my goodness. All that hair. I do not know how to do hair. I don't. And then every Sunday, I just be like,
wait a minute.
My hair?
Did your eyebrows and stuff too?
Yeah. I did a little bit eyebrow touch up. And
this might be a very short podcast.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Hey man. Might have to go take care of something.
Oh my goodness.
You all close to me and stuff. Like. You couldn't keep it. You couldn't hold it.
Nope. But nah, I like my haircut right now. And I can just imagine every time I need to go somewhere, bro, I just need to just comb it, brush it down, and I'm out. I don't have to be like, throw it out, slick it back. It was so much hair.
That's why I like the locks. Like I'm very upset.
But at least that lasts you like a good week and a half.
That's just because I choose not to cut it. Like it's not that I don't need a cut. Like I needed a cut.
You only need a cut. Like how often you get a cut?
I usually cut it like every week, but I just let it grow out this last time because I wanted some more, like a little more hair to work with, like in the fade part. But I wanted to grow out a little bit. But I mean, normally I cut it every week. But I'm not enjoying this. I would much rather have
your hair like this, especially that my hair like this. I feel like as a couple, when we walk around, you know, people see us. It's like our looks vibe.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying it right now, especially I cut my hair. I'm like, we're vibing. It's like,
I feel like I still look like this with locks though. Like I still had a fade with locks. Still, like if I would have put it up when I put it up in a bun and stuff, I didn't have a cut all the way around like this, but I did have the front taper. But
no, I don't see it. I mean, I can imagine, but that's not how I imagine it. I like it how it looks right now.
I'm growing this out with the quickness. Like this is not staying. I can't do it.
But your hair look good. Like
it's too hot in the summer because I feel the sun on my head.
That's why you get your hat.
It's too cold in the winter because I feel the wind on my neck. Like it's never okay for me. And then it's like, so with locks, if you go without a retwist, once you get to a certain length of hair, like you could still do something with it, a little messy bun or whatever, braid it or something, and it'll still be decent. This, if I don't cut it, at some point, I'm raggedy. I don't like that.
Okay, what happens if I learn to start cutting your hair and I start doing it every week?
I'm still growing the locks back.
Oh, Lord. I
mean, I'm going to keep the undercut. I'm going to keep the fade all the way around. But
guess I might go ahead and enjoy my time while I have it.
Yeah. You're the one who said you would like the locks with this cut. I do
like the locks, but now since I cut my hair, like I said, our looks are vibing right now. Like, bro, like, can you see us? Like,
I can't see me.
I mean, you know what you look like. Like, I know what I'm looking like. I see, like, we're vibing. Like, bro, I feel sexy. I feel like we look sexy together. It's like, Okay, whatever.
I like having long hair.
That's crazy. I don't want long hair. I like my short hair. Like, this is not my first time having a pixie cut. Is what this hairstyle is called. And the first time I look at the old picture Noah showed me, it was alright. It was alright.
It was good.
You think so?
I mean, it was different from this. It was just
I think it might be
it was just styled slightly
I didn't
differently.
like
But
I didn't like the side on it, the side bang
Yeah,
for
I
it. That's the
mean-
only reason why I didn't like it. I like the full bang. I take it back. This is my third time. Cause I forgot me and my sister did this. We did the same hairstyles like this. So this is my third time.
Whoa.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, we are. But power outage?
I know the TV turned out. That was the power. The power went out.
What in the world? It's not raining. It's not windy.
That's crazy, bro.
Okay. I guess pause.
Mm-hmm. When you look in the mirror.
I mean, these two cameras still look good. All right. Well, I guess we just gonna do this in the dark. I think our phones look okay, look decent.
It does.
Yeah, I think they were somebody's doing construction down the road or something. So they probably hit a line. It's always something out here though. It's always, I swear we have a power outage like every 2 weeks. Just about. It's just random.
Yeah.
My opinion, I feel like I should be compensated. I'm paying you these bills to provide me with a service, and then you inconvenience me by not having power.
So
You know what I'm saying?
take a
Like-
percent, give me my percentage back.
Yeah, because like, okay, think about it this way. What if I just don't pay you?
Yeah.
What if I like, I have a money outage for when the bill is due.
Then you just don't
Then
get no
then I
power.
don't get power, right? Okay, so all these doggone power outages, my fridge gets turned off. My PlayStation was going, so now the power is just cut to it and it wasn't turned off properly, which damages the PlayStation. The AC, we got a mini split, not supposed to be turned off like that. You damaging my stuff, causing me inconvenience. If I didn't give you your money, then you would turn my power off. So
Mhm.
how come I don't get compensated when the power goes out and I didn't do anything?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I feel like we should get a little something back.
Welcome to the adulthood.
Yeah.
All right. So, what we would like to talk about today, the daddy?
So I kind of want to talk about like this. Why are you laughing? I want to talk about this. The concept of ICKS. I know y'all probably, if y'all are anywhere close to our age, you've seen that whole thing. Like, especially it's like really heavy on TikTok, but it's like for people who don't know what that is, it's like basically 2023's version of pet peeves. However, they're usually like really ridiculous, like just over the top.
Redonkulous. I was playing. I just had to do that. You said ridiculous, and then it was like
That's what was that was fighting in your spirit. That had to come out. What?
I'm sorry. All right. Anyway, I'm subject.
But yeah, I mean, it usually like the ones that I see, and I know this is probably also like just social media is going to push the most interesting thing. So the most controversial thing, whatever is gonna cause the most, uprising and stirring, that's what's gonna be pushed, whether that's actually reality or not. So I don't think that most, and I'm gonna say women because usually icks are like associated with it's usually women's icks about men.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't think that most women have these icks. Like I don't think that's real. Like I think this is like I think the women that are being shown on like TikTok and everything are the minority when it comes to like having these pet peeves. So my question is, what are some of your pet peeves? Like, okay, what are your icks?
I don't like when you get done cooking and you don't clean up after yourself. You leave the counter space just dirty.
What's dirty? Like dishes or like
no, the counter space. Like, you know, you chopped up some onions, but you got this little out layer piece right there, you know, from you peeling, or barbecue sauce drips here and there. Then I don't know, like just wipe it.
Okay, look, you know what that is? What? Okay, so when I cook, it takes me a while because I don't cook often. So if I'm gonna make it, it's finna be good. Like I'm finna make it to where I actually want it. Like
you be trying to throw it down.
Yeah, so I take a long time. So by the time I'm done cooking, I'm very hungry. So when I get done cooking, I wrap that bad boy up and I'm headed to go eat. I'm not the type of person that's like, all right, I'm gonna cook and then I'm gonna clean up and then I'm gonna eat. I'm not that type of person because I don't like eating mildly warm food. I also don't want to microwave food that I just cooked. So what my process is like, all right, I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna go back. But because for those of you who don't know, like our kitchen is the RV. Like we don't have a kitchen in this cabin. This is just bedroom and bathroom. So we cook in the RV and we live in here. Mm-hmm. So we have to like go back and forth for food. So and like the fridge is in there and everything. So like after doing all of that work, prepping all that food, and I'm sitting there smelling it and stuff too. So like I'm hungry. And I also only eat like once or twice a day. I just don't get hungry that often. Like I rarely eat breakfast. I hardly ever eat lunch. I pretty much always eat dinner. So like I've gone 12 to 16 hours with no food. I'm hungry. Like I'm not trying to cook and then, oh man, I dropped something. Let me wipe this counter down and stuff. And then I'll go eat. Nah, I'm finna eat right now. So I get the food. I come in here to eat. I sit down. Loud. I come in here to eat. I sit down, eat. And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, when I finish, I'm going to go back and clean. Mm-hmm. But most of the time, before I finish eating, you go into the RV to do your nightly chores that you do. And so I'm like, oh, well, I mean, there's kind of no point in me going now because I know you're a clean freak and you're going to clean anyway. And so it's like, it's not that I never have the intention to clean. It's just that it seems pointless by the time I get to that step in my process.
I be doing both. It's either like I'm done cooking and I go eat first and then I come back, or I'll clean as I go. Actually, it's 3. Clean as I go.
I can't do that.
Or I'll clean and then I eat.
Yeah, you do that a lot. And I'm like, dang, like,
because like when I get full, after eating and I'm full, I'm just sitting there and I be like, sense. I don't want to wash no dishes.
I mean, that makes sense. I guess that's another difference between me and you is that I also don't eat until I'm just like super full. Like I eat just enough. So I'm not super full. I like to be fat full. Yeah, like your son. But like, yeah, so I'm not like dragging afterwards. Like I know that I'm capable of doing something afterwards. But yeah, so I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I need some more. I gotta add on my list. I need some more Clorox wipes. Ran out. What's your pet peeves about me?
Oh
gosh.
So the way you place objects in things, specifically in cabinetry. So like y'all know how like in a cabinet, right? There's usually at the bottom there's like it's kind of like a little lip for the door to close on, right?
Underneath your bathroom cabinet.
Right. Kitchen too. But like, so what she does is I don't have I need an object. So like if this is the lip, right? And this is the inside of the cabinet, she sits
No,
objects.
make it so you look from this angle. This is the inside of the cabinet.
I'm inside the cabinet. This is the edge, the lip.
And
the door is open. She places things on the edge where they're like propped on the lip of the cabinet, and I don't know how she does it, because the door still closes without knocking anything over, and she does it fast. Like it's not like she's intentionally, I'm gonna set this just right. Like she don't do that. He
wanted to be
just
set in all the way flat.
Yeah, like sit
into
it
the
in there. Like
it kind of just have his little step stool, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird. Everything is inside the cabinet. Everything is Mike Jack leaning. Like
I don't know. I'll be moving and I'll be like, boop, 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 boop,
I could not set something down like that if I tried. Like I would have to take my time to like balance it. It's so perfectly balanced, and I'm like, why? Like another quarter of an inch and it would have been inside the cabinet. Like just yeah. And I don't know why it bothers me. It's not stopping me from doing anything. It just bothers me. I don't know what it is. But she's done that since we've been married. And like it used to be a really big deal for me. But like, I don't know, probably about a year ago, I was like, okay, this is just not gonna change. There's no point in like even fighting about this. When I see it, I'll just move it. Like
you're like, I got the issue. I might as well just fix it.
Right. I'm the one who has a problem with it, so I'll fix it.
Mm-hmm.
But I noticed, like, when we first got married, I was like, why does she do that? Like, is she doing that on purpose? Like, and I used to want her to like stop, but once I realized it wasn't intentional and she wasn't gonna stop, I was like, all right, well, I guess this is just part of life now. We got stuff leaning on the cabinets. Like
his other pet peeve is that I put the toilet paper
backwards.
And to me, there's no such thing as backwards toilet paper. It still rolls and you still get to rip it off. But that was his other pet peeve. Nowadays we got pet peeves where it's like I saw they said this girl said when a guy tie his shoe, he bends over and have to tie his shoe. Like, it's ridiculous is what I'm pointing out.
I know. I'm trying to figure out, like, what else is he supposed to do?
Oh, like, I don't know.
Like, how else are you supposed to tie your shoe? How else do you tie your shoe?
Get your shoe like,
how can you tie your shoe without bending over? Like
apparently, I guess she don't want to stand there and how he over there. I guess, I don't know. She don't want to be standing there looking crazy, I guess.
I don't know. That's weird to me.
And
but, I don't know. The main thing that's like stood out to me, like watching all of these ICKS and stuff, is like, I don't know. It seems like a lot of people have unrealistic standards, and like, especially in marriage, like the example that she gave about me, like some stuff you just understand. Like, this is it worth a battle? Like, because we used to fight about stuff like that. Like, we used to be mad. Like, but it was like, bro, like this in the grand scheme of the relationship and just life in general, like, is it worth it? Like, or like she pointed out about me, since I'm the one that has a problem with it, I could also just fit as easily as I argued about it. It'd be much easier to just move the item. Like, it'd be much easier. And I also have to be self-aware enough to know that there are things that I do that she comes behind me and doesn't say anything about, and she just fixes it. Like,
yep.
That's the first time I've ever heard about the kitchen. Like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I just figured, like, okay, like, oh, she's already in there. Like, that was just my mentality about it. Like, it wasn't, I had no idea that it was an issue.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there are several other things like that. Like, probably, I don't know, probably my clothes or something. Like, I'm weird with
top
my clothes.
One right now at the moment, it would be the kitchen. I don't really have a problem because clothes, I also be leaving my clothes all over the place too. So I just found a corner and be like, boop, you're dirty. I'll get to you.
Yeah, and like so for me it's like a lot of the corners are occupied, and so when I go like, because okay, this is my thing, like I don't think that everything is dirty after wearing it one time, depending on how you wore it. Like if you
I
wore
believe you wear it all day. That dang dirty.
okay, so and for me, so like this hoodie, right?
Okay.
Like I can wear this hoodie all day and it's not dirty. Like a hoodie's not dirty.
To the armpits thing ain't dirty.
Right. And like, well, even I think it depends on the person too. Like I don't sweat a lot. I hardly ever sweat. I hardly ever smell. Like I just don't. I don't do enough to produce that. Like, and you can go smell my clothes. Like half the time, like she'll smell my clothes and be like, "Is this dirty or not?" Like it doesn't smell. Like, and there's nothing on it, so it's like, is it dirty? Like, but so
yeah, them drawers would be like, whoop.
Okay, yeah, that's different. Like,
I don't even smell it. I just
that's a one and done. But but like outside of that, so like pants, like sometimes socks, like sometimes half the time I don't wear socks at home. Like I wear socks if I'm going somewhere, and then when I come back, I take them off. Like I wear socks for I don't know 3 hours at the most, and it's not like I'm sprinting in them. So I might throw them back on like later that day. Mm-hmm. So if I'm not done with them, I'll just like place them somewhere, but not in the dirty clothes. And like I call her a crackhead cleaner, because like I'm telling, when I put something down, it's gone. Like I got about 5 minutes to let her know, don't touch this, or it's gone. Like she is speeding behind me.
I be imagine when I'm in my cleaner and you over there drinking your cup, and it'd be like stroop, and he be like,
and then I come back for it because I'm like, okay, I wasn't done with that. And it's gone. And then and somehow when she cleans it, she cleans so well that she don't even know where it is.
Yeah.
That's the part that gets me.
Yeah. I forgot. All I know, I touched a million things. And sometimes I do remember, sometimes I don't. So it's a 50-50. And I'll be like, oh, wait, I remember.
Yeah, 2 days later. Go. After I don't need it anymore.
There you go. Oh, man. But anyway.
So what's for you, like what's something that makes your relationship work? We're talking about stuff that is, you know, deal breakers, pet peeves, annoyances, that sort of thing. What's something for you that makes your relationship work?
Well, work for me, like keeping a relationship going, is what you're saying?
Yeah, like what's something that you think is an essential part that keeps our relationship going the way it's supposed to go?
Oh, I guess either announce it and the person do it, or be quiet and not do it. I don't know.
You gotta be more specific. I don't
like the whole kitchen thing. It bothers me, but I'm just gonna clean it. I mean, I enjoy cleaning, but most of the time, I don't know, because I'm thinking about it. I'd be like, dang, Noah, just wipe. It's simple. But then I'm already here, so I just wipe. So, and I don't really like confrontation half the time. I don't got time to tell you go in there and go clean it. I mean, if I do tell you, I know you gonna go ahead and do it. So I have no idea. I just see it as quicker that I just go ahead and do it. The same reason we raising our kids, instead of like, if I know Charlie with her diapers and she needed her butt clean because she pooped or whatever, I already noticed it first, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Instead
of like, no, can you change her diaper? And I can and you be like, okay, hold on, because I see you in the middle of something. Mm-hmm. It's easier because I'm right there, and it's like, all right, Charlie, hurry up, let's clean, and then I go on to my next thing.
So you're saying that being willing to fill in the gaps, even if it's inconvenient.
Yes. I guess I won't say impatient. It's just, I don't know. I'm just right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I mean, that's something also for me. Like okay, like the kids, like, because a lot of times, like, if you're like, if I am working, if I am doing something, I'm working on my portfolio or designs or whatever it may be, editing or something like that, but I'm in here with the kids while I'm doing it and you're not inside, I'm not about to call you from where you are to come do something for the kids. Like, I'll just pause my work and take care of it instead of, even if I don't want to. But I don't know, something for me that makes our relationship work, I think is I would say probably the biggest thing is that we both look at things from the perspective that God is always involved. Like, I'm talking about like big stuff. Like, it's there's not a lot of times where we try to like muscle it without God. And it's kind of been like that, like throughout the whole relationship, where it was like no, like we just had the perspective of not only does God exist, but he is essential in our individual lives and in our life together. Like, he is an essential piece. Like, he is the center point that it's like, okay, like, I'm doing this. Okay, how does that relate to God? Like, I'm doing this. How does this relate to my relationship with him? How does this connect? How does that connect? Like, we're looking at it from that perspective as if he is the center, not just an add-on. And like from what I see from a lot of other young couples, like it's like, yeah, like, oh, we love Jesus, we love God, but the actions are kind of like as if spirituality is an add-on, not as if things stem from that. Okay. It's like it's flipped almost. But like for us, it's always been like, no, like this is the main thing that is affecting everything else. And not saying like that everything is over spiritualized, but just always being aware that that is how we function, like as human beings. Like I've said before, that we're spiritual beings having a bodily experience, not human beings having a spiritual experience.
Okay.
And so like I feel like we kind of move with that in mind for the most part.
I was just thinking like I was kind of trying to think of the opposite of us, like how the points that we point out about how to come to the middle about things. I was trying to see what does that look like for people that doesn't come to the middle of things. Like, like the whole diaper thing. If the wife or whatever spouse sees that their child needs a diaper change and asks the husband to clean it. Can you clean the baby? I said clean it.
I thought you meant it as in the diaper.
Oh, I was
or the butt, not the baby being the it.
And I don't know. And the husband probably just playing the game. Okay, I'm gonna get to it. I don't know. I'm just kind of, you know what I'm talking about? Like I'm trying to think of the opposite from that, of not coming to Central.
I mean, I think the opposite would be being stuck in whatever your role is and not being open to like some nuance and a little bit of fluidity in what's necessary for somebody to get the job done. So like if I was...
Is that what the problem is? That in the relationship, they haven't really talked about what is your main keys and what is her main keys is the reason why.
I don't know if it's that people don't talk about it. I'm not that deep in people's relationship to know that. But I know for us,
I'm just what could like, have like a world concept of like
the only thing I can speak for is from my perspective. Okay. And so for what I could see early on, like could have been a problem was being stuck in those roles that we talked about. So like you're the mom, you're the wife, you do mom wife stuff. If we could have gotten stuck in that, and that would lead to you needing a break or you needing me to pick up some slack where you were unable to do some certain things that day, and me saying, well, no, that's your job, instead of me picking up and filling in. Okay. So it's like, yes, you may be the one who feeds them majority of the time. That doesn't mean that there can't come a time where you need to do something else. And I then need to be available as your husband, as their father. I need to be available to step in and fill that spot, because that's what you're here for. Like, so if I were stuck in the role that we, the general guidelines that we set, and that's why I said I think there's some fluidity to the roles that you establish within a relationship. Like, it's not always going to just be hard lines and you stay here and I stay here. Like, like I think that would be the opposite. Because I will say, and you call me out if I'm wrong. When you need me, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Like you
always ask me, especially when you go out, I don't know, to the store, or you gotta go to Starbucks, I don't know, somewhere, and you'll be like, call me if you need me. And I'll just be like, I don't know. Out of half the time, I'll be like, I'm good, I'm straight. Like, I have a routine set. The kids have their dinner, they take a shower, and it's good. Like, the only reason I probably need you to be like, no, Code Red, somebody trying to break in. Like, I feel like I ain't got so good at my routine now. And it's easy for me just to always just step in and just take over.
Yeah. And so my thought process behind that statement that I give you, because I say that, I mean that when I say it, but like my thought process behind it is not so much that you shouldn't need me. And it's not just something that I just say just to throw it out there or just to be sweet or whatever. It's me being aware of the fact that there could come a time when you do need me to do something. Like, let's say you're just having a rough day mentally. Like, let's say the kids have a wild day. They're kids.
Still be pushing it though.
Like, and my point is that by me saying, call me if you need me, it is saying you don't have to push through it. It's not a requirement. Like, you don't have to prove anything. You don't have to be something that is going to be strenuous in a way that's not beneficial for you. Like, you can take the time to step back and say, you know what? I need to breathe today. Like, yes, I do need you.
You know? Just kind of like ding ding in my head. Like, what is it with women of not asking for help? I mean, men be the same way too, but I don't know. It's we always feel like we don't want to feel like a burden. Why your mouth twisted over? You maybe lost your check about your mouth was twisted over. Like, what? I don't know. What is that? Because I try my best not to become that person. But then it's like, I don't want to, because the way I see my boundary, I don't want to lose that person and drive them off. You get on my nerves right now. I don't like how you be looking. I don't want to drive them off. I don't want to get too comfortable. That's the only reason what my boundary is. It's like, I don't have a problem asking. I don't think.
Oh, you do.
Okay, I do. So
you very much do. You're definitely better now. But
I don't want to drive the person off, and I don't want them to be just like, well, dang. Can you bag up? Like, I don't.
Can I tell you what you've told me before?
I don't want to hear it. Cause I don't remember what I said. I don't remember half the things I said.
It was nothing crazy, but like, it was just.
I feel like it's one of those lessons. It's like,
it'll answer the question that you just asked. You asked the question. You asked, what is it? Why do women do that? You gave the answer to it about 1.5 years ago.
Women, stop feeling like you a burden. Accept the help. ask for help.
That ain't even the reason you gave.
No, that's just me. Go ahead, tell me.
So you told me that, and I'm paraphrasing,
Okay.
but you were basically finding identity in being able to provide something, being able to bring something to the table. You were finding like that was where your value was. Your value was in what you could do, not in who you were. And so when you didn't do something, you felt like you weren't valuable.
Yep.
And so it was like, I can't let you help me, because if you help me, then I have no place here.
Yes, that's yeah. I remember. God dog.
And like that was a really big thing that we had to get through in our marriage.
Cause I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I didn't feel like my role was big as well. The way how Noah's role was, because his thing was like he was doing this big thing, like he's building a house, he's going out there bringing money, so we're not starving or whatever gets shut off. And I was just like, I saw mine was small. It was just like, I don't know. I was thinking about it. It's like I just tell myself, shut up, like, cause I'm just thinking like, bro, who's gonna feed your kids?
And that's so like when people ask me about, you know, the process of building this cabin and everything, I always say we built this.
You're right. We did.
I always say we, even though I did the physical hammering and cutting and measuring and waterproofing and insulating and all of these things, right? Without you, we had a family before we had this house. Without you serving in your place and providing what you provided, there is absolutely no way that I would have been able to do this to the degree that I did it. There's also no way that I would have been able to do it without stress. Like I didn't have to, you gave me a space to where I didn't have to be father all the time. Like I could step out of that role. Well, I guess technically I wasn't stepping out of the role because I was still providing shelter for my family, but you know, in the sense of parenting, like I was, you gave me enough room to step into a different portion of who I was supposed to be, because you took the burden of the parenting while I'm out building. Like, so we built this, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, that was.
So is that like the same thing for men that just don't want accept help?
I can't speak for all men.
You did.
I think that could be a big thing. You know, feeling like if I get help, then I'm less of a man, because men do man stuff and we fix it, we build it, we smash it.
I got a hammer.
For me, a lot of the reason why I don't ask for help, and a lot of reason why I have issues asking for help, is because I have felt like a burden for a lot of my life. Like I have felt like a lot of things were my fault. I felt like I was the cause of a lot of struggles. And I have, as an adult, it's difficult to try to transition to a man who needs help coming from a boy who caused problems. Like it's difficult to make that switch and to realize like, okay, not everything is your fault. Like you're a kid. And there is no such thing as a man that doesn't need help. Also having to realize that, like that has been tough for me to break that habit, because it's like, it's not even that I don't believe it anymore. It's just a habit now. Like I don't want to bother him. Like I just immediately think that me asking for help is going to be bothering you immediately.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like I, you know, even when I ask for help, it's I have to force myself not to use burden language. So, and what I mean by that is, when I go to ask for help, what I want to do is, hey, you know, if you don't mind, like, if it's cool with you, like, if at all possible, can you just like, like just a little bit, like I just really need kind of like just I'm almost there, but I really just need like that's the language that I want to use instead of just saying, hey, look, this is my goal. I don't have enough. Like, is there any way you can help me? Instead of saying it like that, I want to say it the first way.
Yeah, just straight like, hey, can you help me? Because I need,
I have to force myself to say it the second way. Because inside, I feel like the first one.
Because I know because the way how you saying that, because I'll be feeling like it's basically saying I'm not trying to be a burden, but I'm still trying to let you know I need your help.
Right.
And I'm also trying to respect your space. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I also, part of my personal issue with asking for help is that there haven't been a lot of times where I received help and didn't hear about it later. Like, if I'm going to hear about it 2 years later when you're mad at me, I'm very unlikely to ask you for help again.
Yeah.
Because that's not true generosity.
Yeah.
That's generosity for your own gain, or generosity for in hopes that it's reciprocated. Like, and if it's not reciprocated the way you expected it to be, then you don't want to be generous anymore. Well, then that's not actually generous. Generous is giving without cause. Generous is giving without expectation. But yeah, so that's my personal. My
personal thing is it's just rejection. I'm scared to hear the word no from somebody because I don't know how I would handle it. Because it's like in your face, I'm gonna be like, okay, but deep down, I'm feeling like I really needed that help. But hey, they told me, at least you told me no. But it's just my emotions I need to control and not get angry or, whatever it might be. That's mine. So, but I understand. But it's like, I don't know, that emotion be cranked up. Oh, you said no to me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that, having that fear of rejection. That's tough.
Cause I really go in with high hopes. And I trusted that person.
I think it's also very, very difficult having a fear of rejection when you already don't ask for help often, and then you do, be brave enough to ask for help, and
you step out your comfort zone
to get that no. It's almost like confirmation of what you already thought was going to happen.
I know I shouldn't did it. I'm going back.
That one there. Like,
I'm going back. And I ain't gonna ask no more.
So that's something that I have to, not so much from that perspective of it, but just that situation in general, like something that I have to remind myself of what the truth is.
Yeah. Because that's far out of all
right. And because that's not the truth. Like, you as an entire person are not being rejected. They just can't help you with that thing. Or they just don't want to help you with that thing. Like, whatever it may be, but
they got a lot on their plate and they can't help.
And that's like, situations like that is like a prime opportunity for the enemy to come in and like start whispering to you and start telling you, all of these things like, oh, nobody's gonna help you. Nobody wants to help you. Like,
and that's not true.
Right.
It's just that one person. It's that one time.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is that struggle of asking for help has been one of the most difficult things for me. Like, transitioning into manhood, transitioning into fatherhood, transitioning into being a husband, all of those things, like, and then already being in a position where I didn't have role models. So it was like I was lacking a lot of information. I was lacking a lot of direction and a lot of examples. And So then on top of that, I have this fear of being a burden. So it's like I know that I'm missing stuff, but I'm also scared to ask you because I don't get good results when I ask normally.
Yeah.
But also going to the transitioning into those positions, like that's heavy. Like those are heavy weighted places to be, especially as a Black man. Like that's a weighted place. And so to have all of that going through your mind daily, and it's like, you know, it eases up, but I don't know that it necessarily goes away completely. At least it hasn't for me yet.
No, Maya, no.
Kids.
Oh.
Not really.
Yeah, our family's growing. It's growing.
I mean, it hasn't gotten any bigger in the last 2 years.
No, but they our kids are be quiet. Our kids are getting big. Like they becoming like they independent in some areas.
A little too much sometimes. So I think that it would be kind of cool if we did like a Q&A sometime soon.
Oh, yeah.
Like our somebody commented, I think it was Josh, I think is his name. Commented asking about a Q&A, and I thought it'd be kind of cool. But, you know, I would like to do it. I would like to do a live at some point.
You know what? Let's do it next time. Next time
I don't want to go live with 2 people. That's kind of weird. But not saying that 2 people aren't important. It's just like
no.
That's a meeting, not a YouTube live. That's a Zoom call.
Oh my goodness.
But I think, you know, like at least to start, like it would be best if we did it like where we have people just like send us whatever they want to ask, like, you know, I don't know, Instagram, TikTok, or comment it on the video, and or email.
Kick. That's funny.
You went really far back with that one.
Y'all remember the kick?
Kick?
Y'all remember the kick?
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
Kick, that was not good. Kick was dangerous, man.
It was
you
dangerous.
Could literally access anybody.
Yep.
And you didn't know who it was. Like it was just random people. Like never mind. We ain't gonna go there. But yeah, yeah, like it just however people can get questions to us, like get a good chunk of questions and then start like, I don't know, maybe do that weekly or something. I think that'd be kind of cool.
So for all y'all that's watching, like when we gonna do? You say, hold on.
I don't know. Whenever we get the questions.
So they all start dropping it over this week and
or next week.
Okay. So all y'all that's watching this, go ahead and drop all y'all questions down, and I'll be on the lookout. Noah will be on the lookout, and get ready.
Noah will be on the lookout.
I try my best.
You're just not on social media that often.
I am not. I think that's how old I am.
I don't even know if it's you being old. Like
I don't care.
You doing stuff like you do more with the kids, but it's easier for me to be active on social media because that is my job. Like that's where I make most of my money is from social media. Not like I don't get paid from like apps like Instagram or anything like that, but like that's how I communicate with most of my clientele. That's where I get most of my information for content, anything like that. So I'm on social media a lot, but it's just easier for me.
Especially with your TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
I've been slacking though. I haven't posted in a while.
You need a whooping.
Well, it's been difficult, like balancing this whole new schedule thing.
No, you
Like
need a whooping.
with church and everything, like everything that we're involved in, like it's difficult balancing all of that and planning shooting days and shooting with kids in the house and
Daddy.
right. And they always want to be in the video. I'm like, okay, you can't be in the video for my tattoo portfolio.
What about Wednesdays?
What does that mean?
You could do Wednesdays when you can post something on TikTok. That's be the day where I can be like, because Wednesdays normally I'd be like, I'm going to Walmart or Lowe's or grocery shopping, and I could take the kids and you can do your.
Yeah. I mean, we just got to sit down and actually, like, schedule it so that it's becomes a regular thing. We just haven't done it.
Yeah, find your routine, Daddy. I'm good looking for my routine. I'm going to find that, buddy.
Well, don't look like the power's coming back on anytime soon. And we're running out of daylight. So we don't want...
like...
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I guess we don't want to drag this out any longer than it needs to be. Oh, my hip. I was sitting there too long.
Help, I can't get up.
Gosh. Nah, don't do me like that. I was sitting on my knee. All right. Well, that's all we got for y'all today, I guess.
Bye.
Bye.